Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy, and today I'm here to bring you the absolute best security cam system you can currently buy in 2023. Let's get started. Today I'm checking out the eufyCam E330 setup, and it is the best camera setup I have seen to date. Now, longtime sponsor of the channel and the sponsor of this video, Eufy, sent me these products to check out, and honestly, I was a bit skeptical at first because I have never had a wired system. I've always been about wireless cameras, wired free, that life just easy so that I don't have any cables running around or anything like that, and that's what I had stuck with. Because I think for a lot of us newer people to security cameras, when we think of wired cameras, we think of the older Ethernet cables running through to a security system, or even older cables than that I've seen before. Very old in movies, security cameras that we see security guards at and things like that. And that's what I always used to see, especially when buying a new home. I saw previous homeowners have this older generational technology, and I'm like, I have wireless cameras, I'm good. However, I will say, having this setup has made me a believer in the modern day wired cameras. So this setup does just require one cable to connect it to the outlet, and it wirelessly connects to your internet still. So that is so much of a great solution, because the one problem with wireless cameras that I've had throughout the years of testing all these different security cameras is that while I've always been wireless, I've always needed to go up there and recharge them as well, because every 2 to 6 months, depending on the camera, you have to take it down, you have to charge it, then you have to go back up and put it up. And I will say that my wife, more than anyone, has said that I don't always do that in a timely manner. And that is something that you do have to deal with wireless full systems. You have to go up, you have to always recharge them. One day out of every 3 to 6 months isn't the biggest deal, but if you do have a setup like mine where I have security cameras all around my house, then it can get a little bit more daunting, because then it's like, oh, that camera went out. All right, I'll get it tomorrow. Oh, that camera went out. Oh, I'll get it tomorrow. Okay, fine, I'll get them. So it does happen in that nature where you do have to get them, but now with a wired system, it will say that I have been changed into a believer that a wired system is a really great way to go. Now, I did say this was the best security camera system, and I don't take that lightly. First off, it's a 4K security system, so that really does stand out because the quality is much better, and because this one is actually plugged in, I don't have to sacrifice my quality in order to get more battery life like I have in the past. With wireless systems, I often go, I'll go to 2K, maybe even 1080p, so I don't have to charge them as often. But this, because it is wired, it's really nice for that ability. It does, of course, have color night sight as well, which is newer to security cameras as they're getting it, no more black and white. You can get color night vision if you would like, so I do appreciate that as always. You have activity zones, which are a must and not on every security camera. This means that you won't get notified when certain things come up. This is really important for me because a lot of my security cameras share the front of my house, which also shares the street and the sidewalk. I don't need notifications every time someone walks in my sidewalk. So having this ability for activity zones only for on my property is when I get notified or when it records. That is all I need. Now, one of the really cool new features that Eufy has is cross-camera tracking. This allows you to actually have one solid video to check out multiple cameras. So you can see if a person's coming from the side of your house, to the front of your house, to the back of your house, all in one nice video. I really like this. It's kind of like movie-like directing, and I think it's a really cool feature that I have not seen anywhere else thus far. The only hope that I do have is, while it's in beta right now, I do hope that you're eventually able to save the videos offline, as right now I couldn't find a way to do that. Then of course you also have IP67 for all kinds of rain, dust, or anything that you could need for that. And one thing I really do love is AI detection when it comes to faces, pets, vehicles, anything like that. This again will help you to determine what is important to you. Is it more helpful to determine familiar faces, strange faces coming on your property? Is it more important to get notified for people in general? Pets, vehicles, whatever you want, you can select and deselect what you want and what you don't want to get the perfect setup for your house. And finally, it's pretty ecosystem friendly because it does work with both Google Home and Amazon Alexa. So you can kind of set it up with whatever else you're using, and I really do appreciate that just because I can use every system as it works all together. And of course, the reason why I've had eufy continue to sponsor this channel is because of the fact that they don't have monthly subscription fees. It's my biggest gripe with companies like Nest and Ring. It just drives me crazy. I should not have to pay a monthly fee to record everything and to have footage from yesterday or from 7 days ago. It drives me crazy that I have to for those kind of companies, which is why I've never had them sponsor, and I've always used these kind of eufy cameras since the beginning. I will say that eufy does have an option for it, but that's the key difference, is having an option for 24-hour surveillance to back up to the cloud even longer and all of those kind of things is an option, not a requirement. And that's where it stands out because they always offer local storage as well. With this one, it does have a HomeBase 3, which is really good. I've shown it in my previous videos because HomeBase 3 is the best and newest HomeBase they have because you can put a full hard drive in it. You can put up to a 16 terabyte hard drive. I'm not quite there yet at 1 terabyte for me, but the fact that you can upgrade it with the hard drive whenever you want, and hard drives are super cheap. I mean, you can get tons of storage. I think you can probably get over 8 terabyte for under $100 nowadays. It really is very affordable. And the fact that you can get that to back up a large quantity of storage. So if you want, 20 days worth of 4K footage, you can back that up with a bigger and bigger hard drive if you need it. And finally, price-wise, I did say this was the best system. So for 2 cameras and the HomeBase, it starts at $349, and for 4 cameras, starts at $599. Now, we might have some special rates, and of course, there are lots of sales coming up this month and throughout the holiday season, so check the link in the description down below for the best current rate available. And I will say that eufy has security cameras like the S120 wall light cam that I reviewed last month for as low as $100. But if you want the absolute best security system out there that you don't have to charge, that you get 4K quality with, and really you can set up a multi-point system to follow you around or follow someone around if they're going around your home by connecting multiple cameras to each other, it's just such a perfect system in how it all works together, and I really do appreciate it. If you want the best of the best, this really has things that every other one might have 1 or 2 features, but this adds them all together and gives you a really good, but if you do want the best setup, I really have to go with the E330. It's just a complete set for everything you could use in terms of having a wired connection, 4K, having IP67, having all the different features that I could want, including a new feature which is really kind of cool that I have to play more around with, and that is it can actually have all the cameras work together to give you one long footage if someone is, say, snooping around your house or going around. For me, it caught the gardener once or twice. So that is a really cool kind of thing that you can actually see all of the cameras connecting and working together, which is something that I haven't seen in any other system, at least not yet. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have a current security camera set up at your house? Do you have a doorbell cam? What do you have at your home? And what are you interested in? Have you ever tried a wired setup? Me, I have to say I'm a believer. I'm definitely keeping these up because the fact that I don't have to charge them now is a thumbs up for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.
Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, follow me on social media at YouTube Tech Guy. And check out some more great tech videos on your screen right now.